Steak and kidney pie.
Oh, well, you've talked me into it. See what it is to have good neighbours, Alec?
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you come too? You'll be welcome.
Well, that's very nice of you, Mr. Coates, but,
Have you ever wondered what happened to the talented cast of Z Cars after the iconic series wrapped up in 1978? For over a decade, Z Cars captivated audiences with its gritty portrayal of British police life, and the actors behind the beloved characters became household names. But what did they do once the show ended? In this video, we'll dive into the careers and personal journeys of the Z Cars cast, uncovering the paths they took in the years following the series, from new acting roles to behind-the-scenes projects and more. Join us as we explore where they are now and how their lives unfolded after the final credits rolled. Douglas Fielding, born on August 9, 1946 in London, England, was a British actor best known for his role as P.C. Quilly in the long-running TV series Z Cars, 1962 to 1978, which he joined in 1969. Fielding's portrayal of the earnest and likable police constable became one of the show's most memorable characters, earning him recognition as a familiar face in British television. Fielding's career began in his youth, with Z Cars being the major breakthrough in his acting career. The show, known for its realistic portrayal of police life, was a significant success in the UK, offering a fresh and gritty perspective on law enforcement. At the time of his casting, Fielding was in his mid-20s, and his role as P.C. Quilly helped solidify his place in British television. His character was part of a police team navigating the complexities of working in a busy urban environment, which resonated with audiences. While Z Cars marked the peak of his career, Fielding appeared in several other TV shows and films after leaving the series. However, none of these roles achieved the same level of fame he had during his time on Z Cars. Like many actors of his generation, Fielding faced the challenge of being typecast and struggled to transition into other successful roles, which contributed to his more limited visibility in the industry. Fielding's personal life was relatively private. He married in the 1970s, and his wife, who was not a public figure, supported him throughout his career. The couple had 2 children, a son and a daughter, both of whom have remained out of the public eye. Fielding was known to value his family life and kept his romantic relationships away from the media. His marriage was long and stable, a rarity in the entertainment industry, and he was often seen as a family man who preferred a low-key life outside the spotlight. In his later years, Fielding became less involved in acting. After his time on Z Cars, he made occasional guest appearances in television dramas, but did not reach the same level of prominence. He gradually retired from acting, focusing on his personal life and family. Despite the decline in his public profile, Fielding's work on Z Cars ensured that he would always be remembered by his fans. Douglas Fielding passed away on June 26, 2018, at the age of 73. His death was met with tributes from fans and colleagues who remembered his contribution to British television. Though his later years were quiet, his role in Z Cars remains a significant part of his legacy, and he is fondly remembered for bringing authenticity and warmth to the character of P.C. Quilly. James Ellis was a well-respected Northern Irish actor, best known for his portrayal of Sergeant Lynch in the British police drama Z Cars, 1962 to 1978. Born on March 15, 1931, in Belfast, Northern Ireland, Ellis's career spanned more than 5 decades, and his iconic role in Z Cars became one of the most memorable in British television. Ellis began his acting journey in the early 1950s, appearing in various stage productions and television series. His work was diverse, ranging from dramatic roles to lighter character parts. However, it was his portrayal of Sergeant Lynch, a stern and no-nonsense police officer, that brought him widespread recognition and fame. Z Cars premiered in 1962 and quickly became a landmark series in British television, offering a realistic portrayal of the day-to-day lives of police officers. Ellis's character, Sergeant Lynch, was a steady presence throughout the show's long run, displaying both authority and compassion, which made him a favorite among viewers. After Z-Cars, Ellis continued his acting career, but none of his subsequent roles reached the same level of fame. He appeared in several other well-known British television series, such as The Bill, Doctor Who, and FATES, as well as films like The Long Day's Dying, 1968. Ellis's ability to portray authority figures, from police officers to military personnel, was a hallmark of his career. His versatility allowed him to tackle a wide range of roles, though none were as iconic as Sergeant Lynch. Despite not finding another role that matched his success on Z-Cars, Ellis was respected for his professionalism and the consistent quality of his performances throughout his career. On a personal note, James Ellis's private life was more reserved. He married actress Sarah Lancashire, and the couple had one child together. However, their marriage eventually ended in separation, and Ellis chose to keep his personal life relatively private. Despite the separation, Ellis remained dedicated to his family, though there is little publicly known about his family life beyond this. He rarely shared details about his relationships or home life, preferring to focus on his work. As the years went by, Ellis became less visible in the entertainment world. He made occasional guest appearances on television shows and continued to act in smaller roles, but his public appearances became less frequent. By the 1990s, Ellis had largely retired from acting and lived a quieter life. Despite his decreased visibility, his legacy remained strong, particularly with fans of Z-Cars who still remember him fondly for his portrayal of Sergeant Lynch. James Ellis passed away on May 8, 2014, at the age of 82. His death marked the end of an era for fans of Z-Cars, as he was one of the last remaining stars from the series. He was mourned by his colleagues and fans who remembered his commitment to his craft and his iconic role on the show. Joseph Brady was a British actor best known for his role as P.C. Weir in the popular television series Z-Cars, 1962 to 1978. Born on October 9, 1928, in London, England, Brady became a familiar face to audiences during the early years of British television. His portrayal of the well-meaning and often serious police constable in Z-Cars helped solidify his place in the entertainment industry. Brady was cast in Z-Cars when the show first premiered in 1962, during a time when police dramas were gaining popularity on television. The series, set in a fictional British town, was known for its realistic portrayal of police work, which was quite groundbreaking for its time. Brady's character, P.C. Weir, was part of the central team of officers, and his portrayal of a dedicated but often conflicted policeman resonated with viewers. He played the role for several years, making his character an integral part of the show's early success. At the time, Brady was in his early 30s, and Z-Cars marked the beginning of his significant contribution to British television. While Z-Cars was undoubtedly Brady's most significant role, his career in the entertainment industry had its ups and downs. After his time on the show, Brady continued to work in television, though his career didn't reach the same level of fame as it did during his tenure on Z-Cars. Like many actors of the time, he struggled with the challenge of being typecast, as his role in Z-Cars often overshadowed his other performances. Despite this, he maintained a steady presence in television and film, appearing in several guest roles in other popular British dramas throughout the 1970s and beyond. Brady's personal life was relatively private. He married in the 1960s, and his wife, whose name remains unpublicized, was said to have supported his career throughout their relationship. The couple had 2 children, a son and a daughter, but little is known about their lives, as Brady kept his family out of the public eye. He was known to be a dedicated family man, balancing his career with spending time with his loved ones. It was clear that he valued privacy and chose to keep his personal affairs separate from his professional life. Despite the challenges of maintaining a high profile in the entertainment industry, Joseph Brady found happiness in his personal life. His marriage was said to be strong and enduring, and he and his wife enjoyed a long and stable relationship. Brady was not known for being in the public eye, preferring to lead a quiet life outside of his acting career. He had a reputation for being humble and grounded, and his focus remained on his family rather than the limelight. Joseph Brady passed away on June 12, 2001, at the age of 72. His death was met with an outpouring of tributes from fans and fellow actors who remembered him for his portrayal of P.C. Weir and his contributions to British drama. John Slater was a renowned British actor, best known for his portrayal of Detective Sergeant Stone in the iconic TV series Z Cars, 1962 to 1978. Born on August 22, 1916 in the United Kingdom, Slater's career spanned decades, and he became a household name for his strong presence on both stage and screen. When he was 51, his performance in Z Cars, where he played a dedicated and tough police officer, earned him a lasting place in the history of British television. Slater began his acting career in the late 1940s, first establishing himself on the stage before transitioning into film and television. He made his mark in the police procedural drama Z Cars, a groundbreaking series that depicted the realistic lives of police officers. His portrayal of Detective Sergeant Stone made him a key figure in the show, which became one of the most influential TV dramas of its time. Slater's role in Z Cars was central to the show's success, and his performance as the compassionate yet firm officer endeared him to fans for many years. While Z Cars was the pinnacle of his career, Slater was also involved in other television projects and theatrical productions, showcasing his versatile acting range. His television appearances spanned across various genres, and he earned a reputation for being a reliable and skilled actor who could tackle a wide array of roles. Though Slater's career saw peaks and valleys, he remained a respected figure in British acting, with his work continuing to resonate in the years following his departure from Z Cars. In his personal life, John Slater was married and had a family, though he was known to keep his private affairs out of the public eye. His wife and children were important to him, but he preferred to focus the public's attention on his work rather than his personal relationships. Slater's family life seemed to provide him with the stability needed to maintain a long and successful career in entertainment. Despite his fame, Slater faced the typical challenges that actors often experience, such as the fluctuations in roles and opportunities. Nevertheless, his dedication to his craft ensured that he maintained a positive reputation throughout his career. Slater's ability to take on a variety of characters allowed him to remain relevant in an ever-changing industry. John Slater passed away on January 9, 1975, at the age of 58. His death marked the end of an era for British television, as he had been a prominent part of it for many years. His legacy, however, continues to live on through his memorable portrayal of Det. Sergeant Stone in Z Cars. Slater's contributions to the world of acting remain a lasting influence, and his work continues to be appreciated by fans and fellow actors alike. Brian Blessed is a renowned English actor, famous for his powerful voice and larger-than-life personality. Born on October 9, 1936, in Mexborough, Yorkshire, England, he is best known for his roles in both television and film, with his portrayal of P.C. Smith in the long-running British police drama Z Cars, 1962 to 1978, being one of his early and most iconic roles. Blessed began his acting career in the 1950s, initially performing in various regional theaters before making his way into television and film. In 1962, he was cast as P.C. Smith in Z Cars at the age of 26, a series that would become one of the most influential police procedurals in British television history. Blessed was in his mid-20s when he joined the series, bringing a youthful energy to the role of the kind-hearted but often overwhelmed police constable. His performance in Z Cars established him as a rising star in British television, and he became widely recognized for his ability to play both serious and humorous characters. Although his time on Z Cars was just a few years, from 1962 to 1965, the role was an important stepping stone in his career. Following his time on Z-Cars, Blessed's career soared. He gained fame for his booming voice, charismatic presence, and ability to portray larger-than-life characters. He went on to appear in several high-profile television and film roles, most notably as Prince Voltan in the 1980 film Flash Gordon, where his performance became legendary for its over-the-top energy. He also starred in the BBC series I, Claudius, 1976, portraying Augustus, and appeared in other films such as Henry V, 1889, and The Lion King, 1994, voicing the character of Boss the Elephant. In addition to his film and television work, Blessed became well known for his theatrical performances. He performed in many classic plays, including works by Shakespeare, and became a staple of British stage productions. His love for the theater continued throughout his career, and he often spoke fondly of his time in stage performances, citing them as a key part of his acting journey. On the personal front, Brian Blessed's love life has been a subject of public interest. In 1978, he married his wife, Hildegard Hilda Neal, a former actress and his longtime partner. The couple has one daughter, Rosalind, born in 1983. Blessed has often spoken affectionately about his family and his close relationship with his wife, describing their marriage as a source of great happiness. Today, Brian Blessed is still active in the entertainment industry, despite being in his late 80s. He remains a beloved figure in British television and film, known for his exuberant personality and his distinctive voice. His contributions to the entertainment industry, particularly in his earlier roles, have left a lasting impact on television and film. Although he has slowed down in his acting career, he continues to make appearances and is often seen in interviews, where his larger-than-life personality shines through. Ian Cullen is a British actor best known for his role as PC Skinner in the long-running police drama Z-Cars, 1962 to 1978. Born on October 20th, 1939 in the United Kingdom, Cullen's acting career spanned several decades, with his performance in Z-Cars standing out as one of his most memorable roles. He was a part of the show during a time when it was at its height, making a significant contribution to its success. Cullen's acting career began in the mid-1960s, and he quickly made a name for himself in British television. His role as the young, idealistic police constable, PC Skinner, in Z-Cars brought him recognition. The show, which was set in a fictional British town and depicted the lives of police officers, became a staple of British TV in the 1960s and 1970s. It is considered one of the pioneering shows in the police procedural genre. Cullen's portrayal of PC Skinner, a character who brought youthful energy and determination to the force, resonated with many viewers, and he became one of the series' key cast members. At the time of filming Z-Cars, Cullen was in his early 20s. Born in 1947, he was a young actor when he first appeared on the show in 1969. His age at the time of filming allowed him to bring a fresh and youthful perspective to the role, which was well received by both fans and critics. His character, PC Skinner, was portrayed as enthusiastic and eager to make a difference in the community, which made him stand out among other officers on the show. Ian Cullen's personal life remains relatively private, and there is not much information available about his relationships or family. While he is not known to have been a public figure in his personal life, it is clear that Cullen's passion for acting and his commitment to his craft took precedence over his private affairs. As of now, Cullen has kept a low profile in the media, with little information about his current life or family. Cullen's career, though heavily defined by Z-Cars, did not end with the show's conclusion in 1978. After leaving Z-Cars, he continued to work in television and theater, appearing in a variety of productions. However, none of his subsequent roles reached the level of fame he enjoyed with Z-Cars. His career, while steady, lacked the consistent breakthroughs of his earlier years. Ultimately, Ian Cullen passed away on November 12, 2019, at the age of 80. The impact he had on the series and his contribution to the genre of police procedurals in television remain part of his enduring legacy. Frank Windsor was a distinguished British actor, best known for his role as Detective Sergeant Watt in the pioneering police drama Z Cars, 1962 to 1978. Born on July 12, 1928 in Manchester, England, Windsor's acting career spanned several decades, and his portrayal of D.S. Watt became one of his most iconic roles. His career and personal life are marked by a combination of professional success and dedication to his craft. Windsor began his acting career in the late 1950s, appearing in various stage productions before transitioning to television and film. He made his breakthrough in 1962 when he joined the cast of Z Cars, which became one of the most groundbreaking shows in British television history. As Detective Sergeant Watt, Windsor portrayed a no-nonsense, authoritative figure who was a cornerstone of the police procedural series. Z Cars was unique at the time for its realistic portrayal of police work, and Windsor's role was central to the show's success. His strong, dependable character made him a fan favorite, and he appeared in the show for many years, contributing significantly to its enduring popularity. Windsor was in his mid-20s when he first took on the role of D.S. Watt in Z Cars. Born in 1936, he was already an established actor by the time the series began. His role as a senior police officer in the series was pivotal, and his character quickly became a central figure in the show's dynamic. In terms of his personal life, Frank Windsor has been relatively private. He married his wife, whom he has kept out of the public eye, and the couple has enjoyed a long and stable marriage. The details of his relationship remain largely private, but it is clear that Windsor's personal life, like his professional life, was grounded in stability and commitment. They had children, though little is publicly known about them, as Windsor has always maintained a low profile when it comes to his family life. Throughout his career, Windsor's work was marked by both highs and lows. While Z Cars was certainly the peak of his success, he continued to work in television and theater after the series ended in 1978. He appeared in numerous British television dramas, often taking on roles that required a mix of authority and vulnerability, similar to his portrayal of D.S. Watt. Windsor's versatility as an actor allowed him to transition between different genres, and he became known for his work in both dramatic and comedic roles. Ultimately, Frank Windsor passed away on September 30, 2020, at the age of 92. But his legacy remains intact, particularly through his role in Z Cars. His portrayal of D.S. Watt left a lasting impression on British television, and he is remembered fondly by fans of the show. Stratford Johns was a renowned British actor, best remembered for his portrayal of Detective Chief Inspector Barlow in the iconic television series Z Cars, 1962 to 1978. Born on September 22, 1925, in London, England, Johns had a long and successful career in both television and theater, with Z Cars being the role that cemented his legacy as one of the most respected actors in British television. Johns was in his late 30s when he began playing the role of Barlow, a senior police officer with a calm, methodical demeanor who was often seen navigating complex criminal investigations. His portrayal of the character helped make Z Cars one of the pioneering shows in the police procedural genre, influencing future generations of British dramas. The series was a huge success and was lauded for its realistic depiction of police work, a significant departure from the more sanitized portrayals of law enforcement on television at the time. Johns's portrayal of Barlow was integral to the series' credibility, as he brought authority and depth to the role. Before his work on Z Cars, Johns had already established a presence in the theater. He had studied acting at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, RADA, and performed in a variety of stage productions, honing his craft as a versatile actor. His career on stage was filled with numerous Shakespearean roles and other classic performances. Johns's experience in theater played a significant role in his success on television. as he brought the same level of commitment and nuance to his screen performances. After his tenure on Z Cars, Johns continued to work steadily in television and film, though none of his post-Z Cars roles achieved the same level of fame. However, he remained a familiar face in British television throughout the 1980s and beyond, appearing in various drama series and continuing to showcase his talent as a character actor. Some of his other notable roles included appearances in The Bill, Softly, and The Sweeney, where he brought his signature gravitas to supporting roles. Though his career saw highs and lows, Johns maintained a steady presence in the industry, respected for his consistency and skill as an actor. Johns's personal life was marked by a strong commitment to his family. He married his wife, Brenda, in the 1950s, and the couple had 2 children together, a son and a daughter. While he kept his family life private, it is known that Johns found happiness in his marriage, and his family was an important part of his life. He had a reputation for being a family-oriented man, and his off-screen persona was as grounded as his professional one. Johns passed away on January 29, 2002, at the age of 76, after a battle with cancer. His death was met with tributes from colleagues and fans who remembered him fondly for his contribution to British television, particularly for his portrayal of the tough yet empathetic Detective Chief Inspector Barlow. That wraps up our look at what happened to the cast of Z Cars after the series came to an end. From new roles to exciting life adventures, it's clear that the actors' careers didn't stop after the final episode. Z Cars may have left the airwaves, but the legacy of its talented cast lives on in their continued contributions to television and beyond. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes stories and updates on your favorite classic shows. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.